Happy Sunday. And it's Saturday, so no, it's Sunday. So I thought I'd chat a little about some thoughts I've had around play and valuing yourself. First, I'd like to introduce the church. Sanctuary of Play is a virtual church with a joyful mission that play is a sacred gift and an innate part of our natures which should be celebrated. We feel play as a basic need, such as sleep, shelter and community, food and water. And like those practices, play is good for us, has a purpose, and can be expressed in many ways. We're going to talk about play and encourage play in our lives. The mission and values can be found on our website. It's interesting where I find inspiration for thoughts, for things to ponder. Which, as a side note, could be an argument about being careful what you take into your mind and heart and spirit, but that's another chat for another day. One of the inspirations for today's chat was a Charlotte Dobre reaction video about a story where a teen who wanted solitude as their birthday present instead got a joint party with all of the extended family and a bouncy castle, because all teens like bouncy castles, right? Right. The teen, understandably, didn't react well to getting the opposite of their request. The father who arranged the big party with crowds and a bouncy castle had wanted to fix their child. The father described the teen as being wrong and broken just because the teen wanted to have some solitude, which could imply that solitude for this teen was a rare and treasured thing, something worthy to ask for as a birthday gift. This teen might never get to be alone with themselves and hear their own thoughts. They likely were always asked to put themselves to the side and be a part of the bigger family group. Extremely social families are fine. I feel it's not better or worse to be in each other's pockets a lot or have everyone in their own individual spaces that they can cozy into. Are the family connections strong? Is everyone thriving? Do people feel supported? Do people feel seen, known, and respected? The results of the family dynamic are, to me, more important than the structure of the family dynamic. We, humans, are very social beings. There are billions of us. The metropolis I live in has about 6 million people. It makes sense that it's useful and important to learn to get along with a lot of people. If you believe in the process of evolution by nature or by divine design, there's a lot of selection pressure that rewards being okay with or even craving or needing crowds of families or strangers. There appears to be a set of conflicting or opposite opinions about whether existing without giving attention is rude or if existing with demanding attention is rude. I don't know either way. Personally, I feel assuming that you can help yourself to someone else just because they're in the same time and space as you is rude. But I would. I'm a solitary person. which means I notice when the stranger on the bus feels it's their social right to demand good company from me just because I'm out in public. And that has happened to me. I can see how both sides of that situation could be good or right or valid. And I can see how both sides of that situation could be seen as rude. I understand why people who find acceptance and support in extremely cooperative and high presence families want to share their good thing. None of us changed our own diapers as babies. I don't grow most of my own food. I didn't manufacture my own computer. It's to the father's credit that he was trying to show his child his way to live a good and happy life. I don't like that when Charlotte Dobre was reading the comments, most of them were unhappy at the father for asking the team's wishes and then ignoring the team's wishes, because there wasn't a lot of defending what the team wanted for their birthday as being inherently worth wanting. I agree with the comments in that I feel that it was a little arrogant, selfish, and lazy for the father to center himself and his wants on the teen's birthday after specifically asking what the teen wanted. That's my opinion. I'd like to move past my opinion. I'd like to focus on the good thing that the teen wanted, to enjoy being alone. So let's talk and celebrate the good thing about solitude and why it's a worthy choice. If I remember right, the teen wanted to watch movies alone, which is a lovely form of playing. It's only one type, so what might other expressions of solitary play look like? There's so many things. There's infinite things. Um, a couple examples I can think of. Uh, One of the more internally focused examples of solitary play, meditation. Meditation is very solitary, or it can be. Playing chess against a program can be solitary. Practicing piano scales can be solitary. But at least then you're interacting with something physical in the real world. Stargazing can be solitary. And that's not only about what's immediately in your hands, like music practice, but also about seeing and being part of the whole world in the heavens. So solitary doesn't have to mean alone or separate. Solitude isn't necessarily a rejection or putting aside of reality, which would still be valid. Solitude can be centering your attention to your place and your life and releasing yourself from external pressure so you can be yourself. Solitude play can have nothing to do with them and so much to do with you that you don't even remember to think of them. Solitary play can be centering value in yourself, your joy, your interests, your time, your toys. There's so many freedoms that are easier to do in solitary play. I've been using examples with the assumption that there isn't an audience, because in my mind, that would be parallel play, where the person doing the thing is playing one thing and the observers are enjoying themselves watching as a type of play. A really edge case of solitary and parallel play blurring is anytime we get to appreciate outsider art. Outsider art is when it's revealed or discovered that there was art someone made for themselves and was never intended to have an audience or be shared. Some famous examples are people painting their personal living spaces, which are found by accident. Where solitary play and parallel play can start or stop or blur is a line in the sand to draw and an assumption that we can discuss later in a different chat. Back to celebrating solitary play. It can be a relief to not be seen. It can also be reclaiming your personal care and attention by totally forgetting about even the idea of possibility of being seen. When playing alone, there can be a win condition or personal goal. You can absolutely win while playing alone. Maybe you're going for a personal weightlifting best or beating a swim time. Maybe you're passing level after level on a puzzle game on your phone. What there is less of an issue in solitary play. Because does anyone care? And do you care if they care? So what if I get stuck on a puzzle for a long time and I have to use bonuses to even get close to solving the puzzle? So what if I never finish a physical jigsaw puzzle that I keep stored on a rolled mat? Am I having fun? I love not feeling any kind of external guilt or shame about the results of me enjoying playing. It makes it less complicated to enjoy losing. I find it helps me be more willing to take risks or view losing as a new way to count a type of progress, all of which I could do while being ranked or judged by being observed or viewed or seen or measured by other people. But I find it easier to practice this freedom from result when it's just me. And then as I get better at not judging myself when I'm playing alone, I can transfer that skill of whether I want to invest in caring. I can transfer that option of not caring to other ways of playing. I like that and I find that really valuable in solitary play. If I stop at a level and play it over and over again to really understand the mechanics, I'm not keeping anyone else from going forward. If I want to enjoy being lucky or frustrated, yes, you can enjoy feeling frustrated, with randomness by playing solitaire with a deck of cards, I'm not boring anyone else. I might not even be boring me. And it'd be okay if I was boring me if that's what I wanted. If I watch a visualizer make a pretty picture to match something I'm listening to, where I'm literally doing nothing but enjoying the moment, it's good. I don't have to perform, and I don't have to justify taking up anyone else's time or how I'm savoring my time. That's just lovely. I feel it's okay to have time and space for yourself. Choosing yourself is not rejecting someone else. I feel you don't have to explain your solitude or defend your solitude. That poor birthday teen was right. I hope when they grow up, they can gift themselves some solitude for their birthday or even without a special occasion. I hope it's everything they wanted and more. I hope they love it.